Hey guys, hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Let's continue more Doki Doki. Yeah, that last episode was that was a tough one. I definitely got pretty emotional at the end. The main reason was, you know, I won't get into it because you're not here for that, but definitely empathize with Sayori a lot. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's a nice-ass room. This is my room? I take Yuri to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
Haha. I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
Ah. That would be even more embarrassing. Maid Yuri. Don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of emptying the desk drawer of mine. That's my hentai folder.
Huh? I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands... Is she wearing tights? She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an expression that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved, and kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah, like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden, cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smells gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spoils of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract them to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you were so good at this.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense as you put it.
What the hell does that mean? Ooh hoo hoo. Ooh hoo hoo. That sounds like Monokuma. Monokuma without the P. What the fuck? Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Danny. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Okay. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched to it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Huh. Well.
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away.
What is it?
You're gonna think it's weird. Whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Haha. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's, well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. Yeah, we'd call it that, I guess. Interesting thing. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's, kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. I think the coolest knife I own is a karambit. I was kind of like cringe when I was younger, when I played CSGO. And I always thought the karambit was the coolest looking knife. So I ended up getting one.
It is, isn't it? Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife in my index finger. It's gonna cut you.
Ow. Danny, why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. It's a knife! The fuck you think? Stupid? Stupid?
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look.
Ah.
She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without your... What the... What? Eh? Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. My. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face bearing up. You know what? You know who you are, you two. You know who you are. I understand now. It makes sense now why you like her.
Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help. Right? Yeah, totally. I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. What?
Danny, did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Haha. I'm totally not cringe. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that'd be a bad idea. But I did it anyway, because I'm extremely horny. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, they would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Danny.
Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted.
Yeah. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups, rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room.
Yuri? Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve. Oh no. Yeah, I know what this is. I know what this is. God. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium, at the front of the classroom.
Neat. What are you gonna write?
Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer.
That is so true. I feel the same way. It's like I'll be in a Discord call with somebody when I'm working, and we'll barely say anything, but it just feels more comfortable.
I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her.
Here.
I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel.
Ah,
Is something wrong?
it's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hands, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
Ah. I keep my head still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago.
Ah,
Yuri slowly pulls away.
sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. Oh god. Yeah, I know why she's lightheaded. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it'd be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Haha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Huh. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it'd be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
It's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait! I kinda say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over. Or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out too much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully.
Anyway,
You know what I'm trying to say, so...
you're very thoughtful.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand.
Kind of like that about you.
Well... How... Okay, a little... back up a little bit, please. How am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Oh! Oh no! Huh? Oh shit.
Sayori?
Eh?
Ah. Hi, Danny.
Sayori? Just now we weren't...
It's okay, Danny. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course.
Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Yeah, that was awkward. That was awkward. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Haha, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. Makes me...
Fuck me! God damn it, man. Ugh.
That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Danny. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica's right. I should just...
Wait, what? Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go, baby. Let's get this shit going. I love you.
Eh?
Those are my true feelings. There we go, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice. Thank God. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's right. That's right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Danny.
Ah, it's so wholesome. Thank fuck, man. Whew. Give me a water break. Ah, there we go, baby. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me.
Danny, is this really okay?
Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. Say I love you back. Oh, I already said it, it's fine. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now.
Wait a second, what?
I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why?
So, fuck. There we go.
Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all.
It's okay. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Okay. I trust you.
Ah. Nice. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary.
I understand. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Hey.
Sayori gazes at me once again.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Eh? I don't really understand what she meant by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Things will never be back to the way they were, my friends. That's how it works. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Okay, that went okay. That didn't go great. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
It'll be fine. Danny, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. Where's the music?
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Danny. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday.
What?
You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Eh? Monica's being nice, being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the decks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. What? What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Danny? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so...
Ah, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes me really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. Not really... kind of... I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Yeah, okay. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days. What the fuck? That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. Did I kill her? No. No. Did I kill her by saying that? No. 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 She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. That's why I did confess to her. And make her feel even worse. Why was I so selfish? I did kill her. Oh no, I killed her. I actually did kill her. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance. And I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 That's it? That's the whole fucking game? What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell's that? What the fuck am I looking at? Why is the menu screen all fucked? What's going on here? Hello? What? I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. Did Sayori just get erased from the game? Is that what's going on here? After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them could probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Monica? What?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Ah. Yeah, it has. It's fucking crazy. Oh god. Get some water. Take a 2-minute break, guys. Need to check something. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, crazy yandere. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me is so genuinely feels little. What'd you come in here for anyway?
Well, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy...
Game? And make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one.
Fuck?
A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only
3. Only 3 of us so far.
It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Danny. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
Ah. I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
The fuck?
Where's my game? Where are my saves? Where are my saves? Huh? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome. You're really sweet, Danny, you know that?
It's, nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
I dejectedly follow Monica across the school, and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back, and I brought a guest with me.
What the fuck was that? Did you guys see that shadow? Or that, like... What was that? That was like... nightmare fuel. Did you see that on Monica?
A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Danny.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comfortably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Danny in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Danny?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Little more water?
So Danny, what kind of things do you like to read?
Sorry, I was responding to a work email. I like to read manga. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking.
Natsuki's head suddenly perks up.
Why did I say that in that voice? It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I do as well, except I find my comfort in video games and anime. And other TV shows.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements, usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Is that some fourth wall shit, by the way? That really seems like some fourth wall shit.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, was that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were writing on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess sometimes.
Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example, and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sat in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibilities of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well?
Hold on. There's still one problem.
Eh? What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, you know what? This time, buddy, leave. Leave. Get the fuck out of this club, okay? If you know what's good for you. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Danny. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. No, you're not. Throw yourself out the window. Who gives a fuck? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, nope. Nope. No. 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 Stop it. If I could wag my finger at you right now, I would. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the Lit Club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that?
Yeah. Could be fun, right?
Really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Danny, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I really impress a class star Monaco with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a lit club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls.
Yeah.
I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Another fucking poem. You have unlocked a special poem. Sure. Huh? No! Wasn't done reading that. Fuck. Okay. So who do we want to kill next, I guess? I guess we want to kill Yuri next? Fuck. Misfortune. Vertigo. Graveyard. Empty. Suicide. And grief. Fester. Agonizing. Flee. Fear. Disaster. Death. Misery. Hopeless. Contamination. Tragedy. Horror. Unrestrained. Disown. Scars. Melancholy. Dark. Okay then.
Hi again, Danny. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already going out. Fuck? What was that? What is this game, man?
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
I can't see the screen. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her room.
Monica?
What the fuck? Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Danny. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Is the game... wrote? Why do I feel like I'm falling? I feel like I'm... Am I falling? Oh no. Like, what the fuck? Is this classroom tilted?
Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I say anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
What? Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Okay, the fuck is going on in the background? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her.
Wow.
She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was, just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right? Is something wrong with her face? Oh my god, what is happening to her eyeball? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Hello? What is... Do you need help with that?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
I see. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think it's time to end this one. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Why is that the autosave? Why is it... Okay, whatever. What the fuck was that noise? Okay, whatever. I am done. I'm gonna take a break from this game for a bit, okay? So, I shall see you all for the next one. And, what else? Hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Probably most of you have already seen this game, I imagine, but... Yeah. It's, what is this face I'm doing? Hello? Why am I smiling? There we go. Alrighty guys, so I'll see you for the next one.
Bye-bye.